We're coming back to you live from Helsinki, Finland, late at night, sun rising anyway. Of course, this was the site of the Vladimir Putin-Donald Trump summit earlier today, just finished. Back in Washington, meanwhile, former FBI agent Lisa Page returned to Capitol Hill. She has appeared to two House committees behind closed doors to deliver further testimony about her behavior at the FBI over the last couple of years when she and Peter Strzok routinely sent highly political messages to one another, in one case promising to derail the Trump campaign. Congressman Darrell Issa represents the state of California. He sits on the House Judiciary Committee. He heard Page's testimony today, and he joins us tonight. Congressman, thank you very much for coming on. So what can you tell us about what Lisa Page said?
Well, first of all, I was surprised how smart she is and how poised she is. She is one smart attorney. And I say that not in any way except to say she was much better witness for her own purposes, very careful, very poised. What we did see, though, is things like, and I can't speak to the questions and answers, as you can understand, but she would look over and put her hand out for the FBI lawyer there to object anytime she saw an opening for that objection. She was literally prompting for those. And I found that to be pretty reprehensible. She no longer works for them, and it's not her job to determine those so-called equities that are being invented by the FBI as some sort of a privilege.
Now, most of us have seen a partial transcript of her text exchanges with her boyfriend or former boyfriend. And so we have a pretty clear picture of her political views and the intensity of those views. Give us a picture of her involvement in the Russia investigation. How close to the center of that was she? How influential was she? How meaningful was her participation?
Well, this is something that she said, in general, she said constantly, which is she kept wanting to reduce her importance. She went on at length about how many people changed between investigations and how there were too many other people for her, per se, to have had an influence. But let's remember, Peter Strzok looked at us and said he didn't have a bias, he didn't do anything, but he had no answer for why it was his computer that downgraded Hillary Clinton's misuse from a crime to a non-crime. Literally, that report was changed on his computer. So they were critical. They teamed up together, and there really wasn't an answer to that in any of her testimony, only an obfuscation of her importance.
Remarkable. Thank you very much, Congressman, for coming on and giving us that window into it. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tucker.